Am I going to airdrop to old holders of my time fund token? If so, what list of wallets are you going to use? Yeah, I snapshotted that a while ago. I snapshotted that a while ago. Should we look at some charts? Should we look at some charts? What do we think? Yo, bro, what's good, Timmy? W stream highlight. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Talk about the Normie airdrop. Yeah, so I got sent like 80% of this Normie coin. And what I've been thinking through is like all these coins are getting sent to my wallet. How do I utilize this attention in the best way for Ansem and like Ansem token holders? And so what I did was I sent like 100 mil Normie tokens to some of the Ansem holders that were holding, I think, over $100 worth of Ansem. And I was just testing it out. I use this ZK compression tool that like Helios helped build. I think Nico like built how to interact with whatever how to do it on the back end. But yeah, I was just testing out exactly how I want to navigate all the tokens getting sent to me in the wallet, because if there's all these people that want my attention and they want to launch products and give me some of the supply, I would rather them just launch products or launch coins and give the Ansem holders the supply instead of me directly. And so that's what I've kind of been incentivizing people to do, because I think it is worth it for newer coins to do that, because like obviously they're going to get attention from everybody talking about it when they do get this airdrop. And it scales really well. Like imagine if there's all these coins that launch through Pump, for all the runners that end up doing well, it's like if you get airdrop some of them before they run, before they do well, and obviously holding Ansem is like a lot more beneficial long term for everybody. So that's why I've been thinking through and why I did that. Yeah. Tricky. Yeah, we just got rejected from the weekly resistance on Bitcoin and on ETH, ran this high. Yeah, it's probably going to consolidate more in here, to be honest. Bitcoin and ETH and Sol. This is a huge spot. Like this 66, I've been talking about this level, the same level for a while. This like 66 to 67 area. If we can close the weekly through here, I think we literally will shoot back to the top of the range. But this is the key level. So I think if we like close beneath this last week's high, like here, we're probably going to come back and test this and then come back and test this. So hopefully by the end of the week, we're back above 66K. But that's how it's looking right now. I think we probably come down and test like 62, 61 if the weekly doesn't close higher. But yeah, it's going to be really choppy. I said earlier on stream, like I think the bull market is really going to start in 3 to 6 months. I think the uptrend right now, I do think the lows are in, like 58 to 60K was the bottom, but it's just going to be a choppy uptrend until we really cleanly break above this range. And like this range, I'm saying like 82. Yeah, like 82K. So like the time period in here, it's probably something like this, like this time period here, and then this time period in here. And then after like this consolidation is probably when this happens. But it's really just dependent on when we break above this level. I do think when we close through 66K, we start moving pretty quickly. So I think Ansem will hit 1B. I think it'll hit a lot higher than that, brother. Needs to drop before 50K before we see another big run. I don't think so. I really don't think it does. I think if it was gonna drop to 50K, it probably would have during that period where everybody was concerned with sailor selling. Like that was peak bearish sentiment, in my opinion. Sol chart. Let's see. If Sol's in a similar spot, it's like got rejected from this weekly resistance level, this like block right here. Now it's consolidating. I think these are the lows. I don't think we're going lower than 60. On lower time frames, I said at the beginning of the week, this like green box right here is kind of where I think it makes sense to bid. I think we had this consolidation right here, right? Then we broke out, retested this weekly level, which is like extremely important level. And now we're consolidating. And I think at the beginning of Q3, like this little demand area here before the breakout is where you want to bid. If you lose this green, then you're probably going like somewhere in here. Somewhere like 65, 66, somewhere in here. So yeah, the trade would be like buy 75 to like 72 area, looking for a retest of this, and then eventually like top of the range. So something like this, probably here as your first target, and then like up to like here. And then like up into here. Yeah. I've been saying 150. I think 150 is the next stop. I think it's just consolidating in here and then it'll really start to move. But this range is obviously like the most important part. It's been here for like 5 months, couldn't break below it. And when we break above this is when things are really going to start to move. So, yeah. Pump. World's most hated protocol. Yeah, Pump. I think. Should I look at this one? This is probably the cleaner one. Yeah. I mean, Pump is pretty simple to me. I think right now they're making like $1 million a day. Maybe like I think they made 1.2 yesterday. Over the past 2 years, they've made the exact same amount as Hyperliquid, which is like 1.1 billion. And this chart has been consolidating sideways for like 8 months or so since like beginning of the year, a little bit under last year. So it had this low from after the ICO. It hit like what 2200, 2300. Ripped really hard last September. But this happened right before 1010. So like as this was happening, there were a lot of people de-risking, and then 1010 happens, and you guys know what fucking happened with 1010. You can't even see it directly on this chart. I'll look on the other chart. Yeah, 1010, every alt got nuked. And since 1010, it's been in this downtrend and sideways. But if you look at the revenue, they're still making a good amount of money, like even in a bear market. And so I think if you believe that Solana is going to come back, which I do think Solana is going to come back and do well, and you think momentum is going to come back on chain again, then I think Pump.fun is going to be one of the protocols that benefits from that pretty directly. I think on-chain speculation is not really going to go away, and they're pretty much the kingmaker of that right now. Yeah, I think they just trade at such a low multiple. One, because people don't think meme coins are a consistent business, which it has proven to be over the past 2 years. And then two, it's like the community sentiment on them, which I think is a fair thing. I still think it would not make any sense for them not to do the airdrop, especially at the timing that we have right at the beginning of the bull market. And I think if they do that, then their volumes, attention, everything else is going to skyrocket and go up. So it just wouldn't make sense for them not to. I think they're going to. As far as like TA, yeah, you have this, which was support, now resistance. It's been stuck in pretty much the same range for a while now, since like late December. Like I said, like over 200 days. This was actually crucial though. So it broke down here beneath this support at like 1675, right? Broke down. And then here was the unlock day. And it got back above this range support. And that was like my trigger, because I thought was going to happen. I thought unlock was going to happen, and this thing was just going to keep selling off. And then like eventually I thought it was going to bottom like somewhere down here where they're still making money, and it just like doesn't make sense for whatever PE ratio it's trading at, and then I thought it was going to go up. But what actually happened is it found selling exhaustion at here and then got back above this level. So I think if you're trading it, you want to see it hold like this 1675 level, like in here. It probably shouldn't trade back beneath 1600 if it's going to keep going up. And then, yeah, I mean, targets, I expected the trend stay in here. But like once it gets above purple, which is like the main spot, it has just like a really long way to run. Like it has a long way to run. I think it trades at like 1.5 B or something like that FDRE right now. And I think Hyperliquid trades at like, well, this, yeah. I mean, the PE ratio between them is pretty crazy. What do I think happens if the airdrop? I think if they airdrop, like the portion of supply they said they're going to, I think the token will dump first. And then I think, but after the token will dump, I think you'll see a lot of increased activity on their platform. And then I think you'll have like a lot of attention on them, and you'll see like a lot of investors get actually interested in this thing because their revenue is not only going to be consistent, it should be start to be growing. That's what I think would happen if they airdrop. What about Ansem holders on Hyperliquid? Yeah, I'm looking at everybody, bro. I'm looking at everybody. Ansem, is your plan bounty together with chance still going to happen? Yeah, I been meaning to hit them up. I gotta hit them back up. Want Z to perform a miracle today? Today's my birthday. Check my X page. Your birthday. I just haven't had time, bro. I really have not. I've been hella busy with shit. Does it make sense to chart coins below a certain market cap, or would it not really work? It works, but like you can just have people with so much of the supply that can impact stuff so quickly. Like when coins are like 10 million market cap, you can't price in somebody just blasting 50K into the chart or whatever. You're not really going to be doing TA on that. I do think like once things shoot up to like 100 mil, 50 mil, then you kind of can do some TA on like where the support will be found. Because like a lot of people do, TA still works on low cap coins, but like not the micro caps, I would say. Do I trade any asset class outside of crypto? Yeah, I trade everything, bro. What do I think of the Robinhood trenches? I think they're interesting. I think it's still CT native people though. Like I don't think it's retail trading in the Robinhood trenches right now. It's definitely CT natives. I had a tweet on this like a few weeks ago where I was like, people underestimate how much CT drives a lot of these new narratives and momentum early on. And Robinhood is not gonna not list coins on other chains. Like they're gonna list the ones that are doing the most volume and have the most attention on their centralized exchange. I think some people have said, "Oh, Robinhood has an L2. They're only gonna list coins on their L2." I think that's silly. That doesn't make sense. How's the girlfriend been doing with trading? She's been doing good. She's been doing good. She knows what support and resistance are now. She knows what trend lines are. Um, she knows memes and shit. How do I feel about a shared inference on Solana where people can earn Ansem? Yeah, that's cool. One of the things I'm working on right now is talking to some of the AI builders in crypto. I'm trying to work on like getting a hackathon done and then have some of the prizes be in Ansem depending on like what people build. What do you think? What do I think about Bitcoin right now at this moment? I think bottom's in. I think it's just choppy uptrend right now for Bitcoin. That's what I think. Am I taking interns? Bro, I'm always taking interns, but like you kind of gotta do your own thing, and like I'll see you doing stuff. Like interns for me are people that are kind of like self-directed and build stuff that I need, and then I find them after the fact and like help them out. I stayed up till 2 a.m. for this and it was worth every minute. That's sick, bro. I appreciate you. Shout out Comeback 7. What are my thoughts on the combination of RWA and meme coins? Yeah, I think it's interesting. You're talking about that the Robin Hood, the dog thing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I think it is interesting specifically because Vlad has said that he wants to focus on both RWA and memes, and there honestly hasn't been a lot of experimentation with new coin mechanics in crypto for a while. And that is the one good thing about Robinhood Chain that I will say is like people are trying to do new cool stuff, which is interesting. I think we need more of that, and that's like basically other ways that people can speculate on stuff like gamifying the experience. I think is interesting. Um, what stuff do I need at the moment? That is a great question. What stuff do I need at the moment? A lot of people have built me airdrop tools. That's been useful. A lot of people have connected me with good teams. Honestly, what I need is like I need ideas for the IRL marketing stuff. That's actually is what I need. I need ideas for like what events I can do in person or like what activations or like what pump fund bounties I can direct people to doing, what I should be giving like reward tokens rewarded to people for, like how to tap into other social medias and all that shit. That's actually what I do need um thoughts on. I've been asking a lot of people about that. Clippers, I need clippers. I have clippers. Oh, I guess you always need more clippers though. WAP clipping. I know the WAP guys, yeah. What would Ansem have to accomplish for it to be considered successful? Uh, uh, that's a great question. I don't know, to be honest. The most popular coin across the board, I think, is what I would say. The most popular community coin. Any chance that the bullpen, any rage bait type promo? Your rage bait type promo. What does that mean? What is rage bait type promo? Somebody said I can see a Coinbase listing in the future. Y'all are funny, bro. What do I think about people building games around the Black Bull theme? I think it's dope. I think it's very cool. I think it's very cool, very cool. Mm-mm-mm. Use Ansem funds to make a short story, movie, anime, cartoon of any form. Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that right now, actually. The first episode should be ready soon. Just bought some more Ansem. Let's go. Shout out. Shout out Doe000. How do you become a clipper? I actually think I need to send you guys the link to the fucking Kick Clipper program because Kick has like a program where you actually get paid for clipping stuff from the streams, and I have connections to the people at Kick. So yeah, I gotta post that. Will I be doing an IRL stream? I don't know. I've thought about it. I've thought about it. Possibly. What do you guys think? You think I should? I could do it in New York. I thought about doing some shit where just like having people pull up somewhere in New York and then I pull up to the same spot. There's actually this bar called the Black Bull bar. It's like a bar. If you do an IRL stream in New York, I'll go there 100%. Yeah, maybe I should rip it. Yeah, I could pull up on TJR. Somebody said go do an IRL stream with TJR. Yeah, I could do an IRL stream with TJR. I think Day in the Life will slap harder. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. What scavenger hunt for a ledger with hella Ansem on it? That's fucking hilarious. That is actually fucking funny. I might actually do that. That's so funny. Imagine like I hit a ledger with 10K Ansem on it somewhere in Prospect Park and you gotta like go find it. That would be fucking hilarious. Like in a fucking tree or some shit. That would be funny. That will get found in 1 day tops. Hey, bro, you don't know how good I am at hiding shit? 10K, 10 ledgers, like all over New York. That would be fucking hilarious. And Ansem IRL would save crypto. I don't know, bro. You think you guys would tune in for that? You would watch it? My only concern with that is, bro, like if who's Tracks NYC? I don't know who Tracks NYC is. If bro, only concern with that though is like, imagine I did put a ledger like in fucking Central Park or something with hella money on it. Like I feel like people would actually be fighting each other for it. Like if like what if multiple people find it at the same time? Like what happens then? That seems tricky. I'm not gonna lie. That seems tricky. Tracks NYC is a jeweler in NYC. Jeweler. Oh, okay. Hide ledger in a Snickers bar and put it in a Walmart. Somebody said I would kill. See, that's why. That's why I can't. There's some shit I just can't do, bro. There's some shit I just can't do because y'all are fucking crazy. Y'all are fucking crazy, bro. Oh man. A casino stream? Well, casino streams are boring. Maybe though. Maybe though. Maybe though. Build a huge black bull statue, bro. You think I'm an artist? Y'all build it. I'm building a fucking statue, bro. What the fuck? Thoughts on buyback of more of Ansem coin? Yeah, I don't think buybacks are honestly worth that much. I think like adding liquidity is cool. I've been adding a lot of liquidity because I think that's helpful for people like size buyers who want to get in. But I think like spending money on buybacks is not that helpful, to be honest. Like I feel like I could do a lot, make a lot better use of that capital doing it on marketing. Because it would incentivize a lot more demand than just me buying directly. Somebody said I would fight someone to death for 3 bullpen NFTs, let alone 10K in Ansem coins. See? Y'all are crazy. Do I regret it? No, I don't regret it at all. It should have been fun. Sending love from North Korea. All right, man. All right, bro. Come to Greece. We need traders in here. I've actually never been to Greece. I've never been to Greece. All right, bro. It's been like 4 hours. I think I'm gonna get off of here. Is there anybody else have any exciting questions that they want to ask? I'll answer like one more. If I could go all in one narrative for the upcoming cycle, the narrative around me. Easy answer to that. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to sleep. I hope you guys had a good time on the stream. I appreciate you joining. Later, chat. I'm out of here.